my son is autistic and want to do a metal detox, what would you suggest? If your son is autistic, you can for sure are on the right track. You're gonna have to detox the heavy metals, because majority of kids that are autistic is due to vaccination, and that's 99% of them, and also due to being loaded with parasites, because majority of those kids are craving for stuff that they shouldn't be craving for. They love starches, they love dairy and meat, and they and also you have to send oxygen to the brain, you feel me, and rewire the neurons, and also you gotta take care of the nervous system. So if I was you, I would put my son on the full body cleanse that I have on the website. Like, you wipe his whole body clean, starting with the lymphatic system T, which is cleansing your body's sewer system, and then cleansing the colon to wipe his gut out to help him stop craving all the stuff that he craved. And then phase number 3 is the parasite cleanse to deworm him, and then cleansing out the liver and get everything filtering the way it should, because the liver is the biggest detoxification organ in the body, and then the kidneys to filter all the liquids and the heavy metals and all that, and then the pancreas, and then the adrenals, the lymphatic system cleanse. Again, it's a whole total full body cleanse. And also, while you're doing that, I recommend that you do the heavy metal detox powder, the parasite powder, the out of my nervous system T, and the brain food powder. Like, you will do the brain food powder, the heavy metal detox powder, the parasite powder, and the out of my nervous system T for the whole healing journey every day. And if you want, you can also add the clarity powder, which is a bunch of rare berries that is mixed together, like chase berries and hawthorn berries and juniper berries and elderberries, to help send oxygen to his brain. And healing somebody from autism is not something that's going to happen overnight. It can take a year plus, because anything that is involved with the head, especially with autism, like, can take about a year. Everything from the neck down can take less than a year to heal, but it can take more than a year to heal. But if you do put your kid that has autism on this cleanse, you will start to see results after like 21 days of consistency. You will still start to see him acting better and being less angry, and as over time they will start to be a little more verbal until they're fully healed. And then after that, you could create healthy routines and regimen for them. So, and while they're doing that, they also have to intermittent fast every day. And I know most kids are not going to be able to just jump into eating only fruits, which is what I recommend, or only doing fruits and high water content fruits and veggies, or eating raw. So I would say to at least start with alkaline vegan, and then work your way up until you're able, to give him only fruits, especially focusing on fruits like seeded grapes and fruits like cherries and fruits like berries, to oxygen, to send oxygen to the whole body and the brain. But, it's a process. I've helped some people with it. A lot of people are seeing good results. But yes, like, you can definitely get rid of all the heavy metals. You can get rid of all the parasites in the body. You can get rid of all the chemical imbalance that is occurring within any kid that have autism. But it's gonna take some time to to get them off the spectrum. But that's the way you should go about it. You feel me? Feed them life. Let them eat within a circadian rhythm. Give them heavy metal detox powder, brain food powder, clarity powder, parasite powder, and out of my nervous system T. And I know it sounds like a lot, but the clarity powder is just a berry. You can put it in his smoothie. Same thing for the brain food powder. The same thing for the the parasite powder and the heavy metal detox powder. It don't take much for you to find ways to give your kids all those stuff like once a day, but you will for sure get the results that you need. All you got to do is take charge, because your kids can only eat what they have access to, and you are in charge of what goes in on a household. So you are in charge of helping your kid heal from autism. You got the keys, you got the tools, you got the information. Now go do what you got to do. Love on yourself and love on your kid in the process. And as you know, love always wins. It's the law. LAW. And remember, peace is a weapon. Fill them with peace. And if you're going to be loyal to anything, be loyal to your peace. I literally just came over here to pick up my daughter, and while I was waiting, I said, let me go live, and now I'm on live. But I'm about to get up off this thing, but I'll